Welcome to the San Mamés Stadium in Bilbao for the 2025 Europa League final, an all-English club affair between Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur. Two teams who have, by their high historical standards, had one of the worst years in both of their recent histories. United finished 15th in the Premier League and Tottenham further still down in 17th. Today, though, is a chance for redemption, an opportunity to give their fans something to help distill the bitterness of the season so far. There is also the carrot of Champions League qualification for the winner, a prize that financially both clubs' owners will see as a must-have. From this, we can anticipate that both coaches, Ange Postecoglou for Spurs and Ruben Amorim for United, are feeling a lot of pressure in keeping their respective jobs. The scene was set then for a game of high stakes. Would this lead to a tense, cagey affair as most expect, or will one team grab the knife by the blade as it were and risk all for glory? Team news for Spurs before the game had Sarr coming into midfield for Kulusevski and Richarlison starting ahead of Son in attack. For United, Euro comes into defence for Lindelof, and Mason Mount is given another chance, with United hoping he can repeat his two-goal performance in the second leg of the semi-final against Athletic Bilbao. Højlund, struggling for goals in the Premier League, gets the nod to start for United over Xerxes, who is on the bench. The game starts with a series of corners and free kicks to test the nerve of both sets of defenders, but no real big chances. In the 9th minute, we see an example of United fans' fears with their keeper Onana when he misjudges a drilled cross from Porro, and Mazraoui has to be alert to head the ball out for a corner ahead of the prowling Richarlison. Both defences looked a bit nervous with a few miscued clearances early on. On 14 minutes, a half chance for United, with a long ball over the top from Maguire, which picks out Dorgu, who does well on the stretch to reach the ball and play it across the 6-yard box. But as often has been the case this season, Højlund is on his heels and Romero is able to clear the cutback out for a United corner. From the resulting corner, Maguire does well to set up Ahmad, who drills it across the 6-yard box, but again, no red shirt to take advantage. After 17 minutes, we could say the game has not yet found much fluency. Tensions, as we predicted, are playing its part. After 25 minutes, still no real big chances, but perhaps United having the better of the half chances, especially with long balls looking for Dorgu out wide on the left. However, I feel Spurs are looking better, playing the ball as a unit through the lines. Perhaps we can see a true reflection of both sides' final Premier League standings, reflecting a lack of quality in both sides. A threat for Spurs seems to be the whipped cross from Porro, trying to exploit any weakness, and there are presently a lot, in the United keeper Onana. Then on 41 minutes, lift-off for the Lily-Whites as Spurs take the lead from their top scorer this season, Brennan Johnson. It's a scrappy goal, but it starts with Sarr anticipating and cutting out well in his own half, a pass by Fernandes. He makes space for himself and drives out left. Bentancur and Richarlison interchange passes before the ball comes back to Sarr out on the wing. Then, just as Porro had tried a few times unsuccessfully before, he whips in a cross low to the near post. Maguire lets the ball past him as he is only a tent that Solanke doesn't get involved. Behind him are Shaw and Dorgu, but Johnson gets between both of them. Replay showed Johnson doesn't get a good first touch and the ball is actually going away from goal, but deflects off Shaw's hand, who is in close proximity, and into the corner of the goal, past the despairing dive of Onana. It also seems as it seemed at first as well that Johnson might have got a final toe to the ball, but replays again suggest that he didn't get the final touch, and it was an own goal from Shaw. Either way, the goal is credited to Johnson. Spurs fans don't care. They have drawn first blood. United then try to generate an opportunity before the half-time whistle, but to no avail. And Spurs go into half-time a goal to the good. Half-time, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Manchester United 0.